you're going to want to save this because you are going to want to come back and watch this on a big screen. Your computer, your laptop, maybe even your tablet. So here we go. Did you know that it is much easier to get your business finances organized than you probably think? Let's go. Let's look at QuickBooks, which is the program that I love. There's several programs you can use, but QuickBooks is my favorite. Let's talk about what a QuickBooks profile looks like and some of the things that I like that make it much easier to navigate. Here we go. So here's QuickBooks. This is a sample company, so this doesn't belong to a person. And let's chat. The first thing that I love, I absolutely love, is this business overview. You get to see how much money you've made. You get to see how much money you've spent at a glance, and you see it with charts. You also get to see forecasting based on what your projected earnings might be for the next month. You also get to see your profit or loss. So in this case, profit or loss for October for this company is $2,012, which is up 306% from the prior month. But what if we want to compare it to what happened for last year? That says 0. Let's look at what's happening this year. So if we look at all of 2023, we'll see that this year, this is what's going on. You get to look at your expenses, and then the expenses are broken down into various categories. And these are the same categories that show up on your tax return. If you use QuickBooks for invoices, you have invoices that you can take a look at. But this is where I want to take you. We're going to look at this person's check-in account. So here it says 25 to review. That means that there are 25 transactions that came in that QuickBooks doesn't know. Let's close out of that. That QuickBooks doesn't know what category to put them in, right? So books by Bessie. Bessie took care of the books. So we're going to think that Bessie is the accountant. So we're going to add, or the bookkeeper. We're going to add Bessie to bookkeeper or legal and professional fees. Bookkeeper is just a subfolder or subtitle of legal and professional fees. So we're going to add it there, and we will add it. The other thing I love about it, so these three are pretty similar, right? We can click on all three, click update, and we're going to choose the category that they belong in. This is a rental. So let's say this goes to office expenses, office expense, and we're going to click apply and accept. And it's going to apply and accept that. And it will go through and we do all of these transactions. And of course, you got to do each one, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is that after you have gotten all the transactions categorized, then you come to reports. My favorite report is the profit and loss report. And the profit and loss report will show you your income. So in this case, we can see that Craig made $10,000. There's some cost of goods sold. So we have 405. So his gross profit is 9,795. And we're looking at the whole year or the year to date. So January to November. So he made 10,000. Cost of goods sold is $405. His gross profit is $9,795.77. Remember all that categorizing that we just did? Well, here's the breakdown of everything. And these are categorized into categories that also show up on your tax return. So we have all of these things categorized. You have your total expenses here, $7,000. So net operating income is $2,758.46. So our dear friend here, Craig made $9,000. He had $7,000 in expenses, and he has a net operating income of $2,700. That's not it though. There's some other expenses, some miscellaneous, some things that don't necessarily fall neatly into a category. And that was $2,916 of that. So now we can see that after all, he made all this money, but after all of his expenses were paid, he had a loss. And that's when the fun conversations begin, because now we have to talk about how to deal with this loss. And there's only two ways to deal with a loss: either increase your income or reduce your expenses, maybe even both. I love QuickBooks. in this one, let's say we want to look at what's gone on. Let's narrow it down over the months. So let's run the same report. We're going to look at what's happened over the month, and we'll be able to see each month by month the same data. So we'll be able to know, if we had data going back years, we'll be able to know what are his seasons. What are his seasons of profitability? What are his seasons where the expenses are high? How do we plan for that? How do we plan in the high season for the low season? Fun stuff. I love QuickBooks. I do. I love QuickBooks. I'm in QuickBooks every day, several times a day, looking at it all day long. I'd love to support you if you are a business owner and things are a little murky financially for you. You don't know what's going on. You know you're making money, but you're not really sure how much. You know you're spending money, but you're not really sure how much. I'd be more than happy to support you. You can find me at masteryourmint.com. I am also Master Your Mint on Instagram and Facebook. You can schedule an appointment. Your first call is free, costs you nothing. We just talk about what's going on with your business. We talk about how you need support, and we see if we're a good fit, if there's something I can offer support for you. Have a great day. I hope you save this because you're going to come back and watch it. QuickBooks is really awesome.